guys, welcome back to this tutorial. Today's video we are going to be doing this beautiful red Sangria matte smoky eyes. But before we jump right to it, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it. That way you can get notifications whenever I upload new videos. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right to it. I hope you guys like it. So the first thing that we are going to do is I'm going to grab my trusty primer, and I'm using the Wonder Brow 2 primer, and I'm just applying this all over the lid to give me a nice clean canvas. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, I'm looking pretty sexy in this video, and I did tape the sides of my eyes to give me a nice beautiful clean cat eye look. And we are using the Just Peachy Matte palette from Too Faced, which I did review this on my channel. I got you guys, and I will put the link for that review down in my description box so you guys can check it out. But yes, this palette smells absolutely amazingly delicious, and it smells exactly like fresh peaches. Alright, so we are gonna dip into that peach meringue shade. This is a nice white bone shade, and I'm using the Morphe M521 brush, and I'm just basically applying this all over my lid to kind of give me that beautiful fresh looking lids. Using that same brush, I am going in with the shade Peach Tea, and I am going to apply this in my crease area. And as you can see, I am just going back and forth with this brush, and there is really no rhyme or reason. I am just basically laying this as a foundation for this color that we're gonna do next. Alright, so Just Peachy, this next shade, I am just going to apply that again and building that shade into the crease area. Like I said before, I'm just going in back and forth to kind of lay those colors to make it look like it's seamless and nice. Next step is I'm using the VISANTI eyeshadow contour 4 brush, and I'm going in with the shade Just Right, this nice, beautiful reddish, kind of like purplish brown shade, and I'm just applying this in the outer V area of my eyes. And this brush is absolutely amazing for control. Now using the same brush, I'm gonna be dipping that brush into chocolate dipped, and this one is the darker shade in this palette. So as you can see, I'm going into that outer V area again just to build that color, and it really didn't take a lot for this shade to really show up on my lids, and I really love how the pigmentation of this eyeshadow is. Okay, so just to blend it out a little bit, I did use the Morphe M521 brush, and I just run that in the crease area of my eyes so that there is no harsh lines going on. And then moving on to the star of the show, I am using the Peach Sangria shade in this palette, and I'm also using the Royal and LANGNIKEL eyeshadow brush to apply this in the inner parts of my lid. So as you can see, I'm just basically tapping this into the inner parts of my lid. I'm not dragging the color or anything like that. I am just tapping this softly and nicely. And then I'm using the Morphe M521 brush again. This is a favorite, and I am going in with the shade Peach Butter to apply that in the brow bone area. So I'm just basically doing the cleanup again in here. Now to water my waterline, I used the Marc Jacobs Blacker color, and this is the blackest black eyeliner. And you guys know how I feel about this if you have been to my channel and you've been watching my channel for quite a while, but this new formula apparently is a lot better than before. So now more liner. I am using the Ico skinny liner, and I'm running that in the upper lash line to give me that nice cat eye liner look. Yes, we are gonna do the cat eye, and the easiest way to do this is if you put scotch tape on the sides of your eyes like what I have right now. So for my foundation, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Foundation, and I am in the shade Nude Beige because I know you guys are going to be asking that. So the brush foundation that I am currently using is from Tarte, and I got this a long time ago, so I'm not sure if they still have this out, but if they do, I will put the link down in the description box so you guys can get it if you like it. But I like the application of this because it is skinny, but you can definitely use any type of foundation applicator that you have. It doesn't have to be this one. You can definitely use a beauty sponge if you like to, any kabuki brush, so anything at all you can definitely use. For my concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm using the shade Light Medium Honey, and honestly I feel like this is a little bit too light, so as you can see I'm just putting little dots on my face. I know it's too light for me, but I am just going with the flow, and I'm using the same Tarte blending brush that I used earlier for my foundation. So also I'm just dabbing the foundation brush underneath where the eyeshadow is supposed to be clean to make it look like I have a cat eye look. So alright, so this concealer happened to be super thick, so I grabbed my beauty sponge and just dab this all over my face to lay that concealer on my skin so that it sets nicely. And then grabbing my favorite contour palette, I'm using the Jessie's Girl contour palette, and yes bitch, we are going to contour our nose, and I'm using the Morphe M521 brush to do that, so that way my Filipino nose ain't looking so flat. And nothing wrong with being flat, but kind of make it look like you have some nose, some type of nose, something. To add dimension to my face, I am using the same LUXIE 514 blush brush, and I'm applying the second to the darkest shade of the palette on the hollows of my cheeks, the sides of my foreheads, and my jawline to make it seem like I do have some type of shadowing going on my face. Moving on to the blush, I chose a matte pink blush, and I'm using the Urban Decay in Crush, and this is the Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Blush. Going back to the palette, I am using Peach Tart and Chocolate Dipped. I am mixing those colors together, and I'm using the same VISANTI for contour brush, and I am applying that in the lower parts of my eyes. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm just following the outline of my eyes. And then I'm dipping that brush in the shade Peach Sangria, and I'm applying that in the middle part of my lower lash line and going along at the end. So basically just making sure that the color is built up in the lower lash line area. Now I'm going in with Peach Meringue, and I'm applying that in the inner corners of my eyes, specifically the lower corners of my eyes. Now using the Liquid Catsuit Metallic Liquid Lipstick, I'm using the shade Peony Express. I'm not sure if this is a limited edition, but it is so beautiful, and I got it like a couple of months ago but I never used it. And over here, I'm just applying my mascara, and I'm using the Tarte Gifted Mascara. And if you guys have noticed, I also applied some falsies so that it looks like it's more dramatic, and I like it. One last thing that I almost forgot to do is to highlight, and in this video I am using Carly Bible Deluxe palette. So I used that white shade, mixing it with the shade above it, which looks like more of a champagne-y color. So I just applied that on the cheekbones, and this is the result. Alright guys, here is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. I will see you guys again in my next video. I love you all, and don't forget to comment down in the comment section and like this video. I love you. Bye. Mwah.